You're not on the field, court, or ice. You're on the couch. From PG to DC, this is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall, delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from the hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you're not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.
Happy Thursday, everyone. You all already know what time it is. It is time for Coaching from the Couch. And hey, look, listen. Y'all don't know how bad I want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Every Thursday now. I think it's because, it's the happy and then it's a T. So Thanksgiving just makes more sense. I mean, now anyway, because it's an ongoing joke in the area that hopefully won't come back to bite us like other jokes. But at any rate, if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. So look, you all, we are here like we are each and every Thursday to give all of the updates for this week. I'm so excited, can't you tell? I'm in a good mood. Things are good. Things are good. I got you can never have too many Nats World Series shirts. So that's probably why I'm in such a great mood, because I came across one of my shirts that I didn't even know I had purchased. Maybe I did. Maybe it's a gift. I don't know. But it was still in the bag. It was still in the bag. And I was like, well, would you look at this? I got a new shirt. And I was really, really excited about it. You guys, look, I have the 87 TV network family in here. Gerard is here. Holly is here. I have my CWall team member, Joy, is here. You guys, let's have some fun like we always do. Please make sure you are sharing the show with your DC, Maryland, Virginia sports loving family and friends so they can join the conversation live, because we cut up a bit. We cut up just a tad every single Thursday when I'm in a good mood. And we've been doing good, because sometimes it gets rough. Post-football season, so be very happy that I'm still in a good mood, because that gets a little sad sometimes. Always have to say what's up to my mama, because Mom watches the show every week, you guys. And I see Eric online. I see Cameron is online. John Adams, Mazdak, who was one of my very awesome CWall team members as well. So if I missed anybody, I will catch you guys, I promise. But let's get going, because when is there a dull moment in DMV sports, you guys? When? Never. I know that's right, Joy, with the sound effects in the background. Let's get going, you guys. Right here, right now, we have so much to talk about. College hoops first. We're gonna get to the Redskins. I'm gonna try to have as much time as I can to get through the Redskins conference calls with offensive coordinator Scott Turner and defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio. So I'm definitely going to try to get to that. But I want to get to college sports first. Okay? Which one we want to do? Do we need to get into Howard at all? They keep losing. They're at the bottom. Some things just should be said. So Bowie State, they're fourth in their division. They are fourth in their division. And I mean, They lost too, if it makes you feel better, Joy. I keep turning to Joy because she's a Howard University Bison. So, you know, I try to.
And I'm still proud of that.
I mean, please, yes, you should be.
I am.
Good. I'm glad that you are. Oh, man. So, Bowie State they've lost 2 in a row. So, Bowie State, they've lost 2 in a row. They are 10-8 right now, which is it. I mean, you know, so
Better than the Skins.
it's better than the Skins. So, Joy did that, not me. That was that shade from over there. But Monday, they traveled to Fayetteville State. Every time I see FSU, you always got to figure out which FSU it is. So Fayetteville State, Bowie shot 37% from the field. They were 23% from the 3 and 69% of his free throws. Well, it's difficult to win when your percentages are that low. So let's hope for better days for them, because I always want to see my Bulldogs do well. Always want to see them do well. While Georgetown did win last night, they did beat Creighton last night. They lost to Villanova on Saturday. I don't know. I mean, Georgetown, what are we? We're 44% shooting percentage. So we'll see. I don't know. They did force Villanova to 11 turnovers while they only had 8. Okay, well that's good. That's promising, but hey, you lost. So I don't know. I mean, they're doing the best that they can. I'm not terribly disappointed. We'll see how that goes. But I got to jump to my Terps, right? Remember last week I said I want to see what the Terps do against Maryland. Well, they lost 67-49, and Iowa just took off. One of the things that I've continued to talk about and stress about the Terps is their slow starts, and it wasn't so much of the slow start, much rather than Iowa just took off in the first half. They was gone, and so, and it is hard to bounce back when you're dealing with something like that. And so we'll see. And then Maryland lost Tuesday night to Wisconsin, so they got Purdue on Saturday. Let's see what happens. I love my Terps. They're 6th in the Big Ten. It's not bad, but it's not good. But they're still ranked, so it's okay. Mm-hmm. They're still ranked. Hopefully they stay above water. They keep it. Let's see how things go as time goes on. I'm not going to panic too much just yet. You're not going to see me do any of the meltdowns, true meltdowns, like I can do. Sometimes I get really, really upset, and then like Cameron is saying, yeah, Maryland, they're not looking too great. These 2 losses in a row hurts. All losses hurt. So we just got to see what happens, you guys. We're gonna keep our eye out on that. Now next week. Let's just say if they're not able to do much against Purdue this weekend, then I'm going to have to say, okay, this is what's happening here. Because we see the surge, and then it goes all the way downhill. And so we got to do better. Got to do better. I'm going to jump to the Caps because I got a few Washington Capitals update. First and foremost, let's say a huge congratulations to TJ Oshie for being named to his first career All-Star game. Way to go, Oshie. I love that. I just love. I believe the game is in St. Louis, and I think he's from there. It's his hometown, and everybody, they showed up big in the voting for Oshie, and that's awesome. I'm so happy for him. And also let me mention that the Caps and the Wharf this Saturday. Now, I know the weather's supposed to be a little suspect this weekend, everybody, but this weekend they're having a viewing party at the Capitals campfire. Did you know down here at the Wharf there's like a Caps campfire, like over there by the fire pits and everything? It's real cute. Now, it's cold out there right now. the Hawk met us out here. So it's out.
Right at the one.
Right at the Hawk is sitting at the campfire. So at 1:00, there's going to be a viewing party of the Caps game. It's going to be a lot of fun. The game is going to be out on the Jumbotron. And guess what? And I guess it's a ice rink. It's a whole bunch of stuff going on at the wharf. But guess what? It's called the Fire and Ice Festival. And I thought some of you might really enjoy this note and this piece of information is that they'll have a whiskey tasting out there. So if you like whiskey, you need to be here Saturday at 1:00. I know y'all do. Like I said, somebody out there likes whiskey. And I'll be posting it again on my page so you all can see it this Saturday, 1:00. It sounds like a lot of fun. Before you ask, am I going? I don't know. So I don't know. I'll see. But if I do not go, then you all go because it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Whole lot of fun. I can't wait to see y'all pictures in case I don't go. But the whiskey sampling starts at 1:00. Now, did you all see this news? I thought this was very, very cool. Very, 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 very cool, right? About the Caps guest goalie. So the Caps are doing what they're supposed to do. They're winning. They lose sometimes and they win most of the time. But they just have such fun updates that I have to get into their updates at times. I thought it was too cool that at practice they had Ryan Zimmerman from the Washington Nationals as their practice goalie. I thought they're so fun. They're just so fun. They're just so fun and lighthearted. I guess you would be when you're champions, but they're just, and it was like a real practice. So it wasn't like just a joke practice. He was legit like the goalie during practice. I think that is so cool. So absolutely cool. And of course, perhaps the biggest news of this week is that Nicholas Backstrom has resigned 5 years, $46 million. That's awesome. And oh, by the way, Backy, he did his own deal. No agent, he did his own deal. He said, I'm going to work this deal. And he did it. And how awesome is that? We get to have Backy here for 5 more years. I don't know about you all Caps fans, but that was an absolute joy. When I saw that news, I said, oh, well. I said, that's all the way, all the way like that. Inspiration. Working your own deal. 5 years, $46 million. I ain't mad. That's not a bad deal to work. If you're going to work your own deal, let it be for 5 years and $46 million. Because I appreciated that. I was like, oh, man, way to go. And then Ovi keeps doing his thing. He keeps being awesome. Moving on to another update, USA Basketball. USA Basketball is coming to the Entertainment and Sports Arena February 23rd. Tickets are now on sale on Ticketmaster. Tickets are not at all that pricey. I mean, for courtside seats, it's about $70, $72 plus tax, of course, all the fees and everything with the tickets, but definitely be on the lookout for that. Go and get your tickets. Go out there and go. It's USA Basketball. That'll be cool. That'll be fun. So, I mean, hey, why not go? Why not go? DC Defenders, XFL, their first game, Saturday, February 8th, Audi Field. If you've never been to Audi Field, go. See, every time I tell you all to go to a game or go see a team, just roll with me. Roll with me. Because sporting events are fun, man. This is where it's at. Seriously. So check out those events. Always big events going on. Always something going on in the sports arena. I have to bring this up. And my guy Russell Moore mentioned this to me in one of the sports groups. And he said, would this be a topic for the show? And at first I was kind of like, wow. And I said, you know what? Yes, this is a topic for the show. I was going to mention it very quickly because, we always have to get to time. But landmark week this week for the WNBA and their new collective bargaining agreement. And if you haven't heard, it's basically allowing their top players can earn between $200,000 and $300,000. And here's why this was like a big deal to me. I'm not lying. When I found out how much money some of the players made, and some of these professional athletes were making, $117K, not getting paid while they're out for maternity leave, traveling arrangements, not good at all. I was sad when I heard that and was aware of that in detail across the league, right? But now with this new collective bargaining agreement, I mean, this is huge for the WNBA. It's huge for women. It's huge for sports. I know some of the conversation is around, it's about supply and demand, so to speak. So, of course, if the fans come out, then they're how do you get fans? How do you get people to care, essentially, about WNBA? And I'm going to tell you just from my perspective really quick, CWall soapbox for just a moment. If you love competitive sports, and we talked about this a lot during the season, if you all remember, when I was saying, the Mystics out here balling, y'all, you might want to go check them out. I'm telling you, something is different. They lost, the championship the year prior. You might want to go and see what's up over there. They on to something. Trust me, believe me, they on to something. And sure enough, you know how that ended as WNBA champions. And so it's competitive sports. So if you love competitive sports, that's what it is. And they're balling. And even when the other teams come into town, everybody out there is balling. The game is not boring at all. It's fun. And the arena is nice. The entertainment and sports arena is a nice establishment. It is. I like it a lot. It's family oriented as well. It's a bit smaller. So I like it. And so I said all that to say, when we talk about supply and demand, there also needs to be an effort by the NBA/WNBA to market the product better. And that's all. And that's all I'm saying. If you love competitive sports, it's a great thing to go and check out. Tickets are inexpensive. It's fun. Take the family. And these women, they're professional athletes, period. So you can get paid as such, and that's okay. Because I'm sorry, I'm being honest. I was feeling some type of way about that 117. I was like, oh, no. They're professional athletes. They do. I mean, my gosh. They get a little bit more than that, And absolutely. Like, they coming out of retirement to get that back. I would, because they was getting all, come on. I was like, we not even, come on now, y'all. Like, seriously? The highest paid 117? You could do a bit better than that. So definitely get out, enjoy, and trust me, it's worth it. It's absolutely worth it. Worth it. I'm jumping over the Wizards due to time. I don't have anything positive to say about them right now anyway. Yeah. So let's go ahead and move right along, because I want to address the conference calls with defensive coordinator, Redskins defensive coordinator Jack Del Rio, and new offensive coordinator Scott Turner, who is the son of Norv Turner. So I highlighted here, because you listen to things and then you listen to it and then you say, is that what they said? Is that what they meant? Who knows? I don't know. But then you've got to read through the transcript and read through some things to really get to the root of it and make sure you understand what's really being said there. So I'm going to start with Coach Del Rio's first. And his question, everyone knows now they're going to a 4-3. Everybody knows that. But what I really liked about his answer on the style of defense and the impact and what the impact of a pass rusher is. And he says it all starts for us with the penetrative and disruptive defensive lineman. I like that. See, one thing about this new coaching staff that I'm really feeling you all, and I want to get you all's comments as well as, on the new coaching staff. I like how they're talking. They're saying all the right things. Now, it remains to be seen what they're going to do, but they're saying all of the right things because, of course, you want your defensive linemen to be penetrative and disruptive, especially disruptive. Okay? On his answer, part of his answer, and I'm paraphrasing some of these. I'm gonna tell you what I'm actually saying, but some of them not jumping to everything. What stood out about this particular defense and how you address the underperformance in recent years. Play well as a unit. Everyone has talent. Everyone has talent. Yes, everybody out there has talent, or else they wouldn't be where they are. Are you playing to the strengths of that's a whole nother thing. Right? But at least he acknowledging, yes, everyone has talent, which they do. There's nobody on there that's like completely sorry, but everyone has talent. I so much appreciated his answer regarding Chase Young. I so much appreciated this. And I'm definitely going to read a bit of this. The evaluation of the draft prospects will be ongoing. And he says, honestly, I'm not going to be providing my evaluation for the world anyway. We will work at it. Like, see, I appreciate that realness. Just be real. Because he says it too. The evaluation is just getting started. And we're a long ways away from having that completed. When I do complete it, and he said this, I am just being honest. It is not my job to inform you all about our evaluation. Good. Thank you. Good. Keep it to yourselves. Thank you. I appreciate that. Right. Because they have to go through an entire evaluation of their current roster. Every position can be up in arms. So, everything can get shuffled around. There's nothing necessarily that's absolutely guaranteed, especially when you're dealing with a new coaching staff. But I don't know. For me, I appreciated him saying, basically, mind your business. I don't have to tell you all anything. And so I can appreciate that because then it's going to stay in-house. Let's hope it stays in-house. But the evaluation is an ongoing process, and they're just getting there. So let's see what they can do. Let's see how it goes. And Jackson just said, I like it. I like it too. I like it. I like it a lot. Let's go back to the transcript here. I'm going to jump right on down to the potential of the defense. And he immediately started saying 32nd and third down defense, 32nd in yards allowed, 32nd. You at the bottom of the league. You got all the potential in the world. It's a lot that can happen and a lot that can be done better. And I still, again, if it sounds like I'm excited, it's because I am. Because they're saying the right things. And they're very direct in their messaging. And that's what I like. Is they're cutting right to the chase. It's no need to think any deeper than what they're saying. They're keeping it real. Very 1,000. They're not skipping over anything. And I think it's safe to say, again, like I just mentioned a moment ago, every position is being evaluated. Everybody in every position. I got to go back on the question about the defense lack of communication in the past. What I just loved about Coach Del Rio's response, all you have to do is watch the tape.
Which they should have been doing. I think everything in America feel the same way.
Go and look at the tape. He says it right there. We would see it all the time. Players don't know where they're going. And like he said, and it's the reality. And I'm paraphrasing here, but when you're trying to figure out where to go, then you can't read the other offense. You don't know what they're doing because you didn't even have an opportunity. You're too busy trying to figure out what's happening that you don't have the situational awareness to understand and read your opponent because you don't know whether you don't know, flat out. I so much appreciated that. I mean, he's saying things that others have gotten fired for, have gotten cut and let go for. And he said it out loud. Thank you, Coach Del Rio, for saying it out loud. See my big brother Greg Johnson join us with the Hail to the Redskins. I mean, hey, and I understand. I got to try to jump to Scott Turner's transcript here and share what we really liked about that. But this is a hurt fan base. This is a jaded fan base. So when folks are critical, it's okay to be critical. You wouldn't be critical if you didn't love the team, love the brand. And it's okay to be honest, like Coach Del Rio was. All you got to do is watch the tape. We don't have to sit up here and act like y'all know they didn't know where they was going. You can watch the DVR tape and figure that out. Come on. It was like a bloopers reel. Joy said that, not me. That's what it was. And if you have an NFL.com, what is it called? If you have access on NFL.com, you can watch the coaches film. They have coaches film available on there, you guys, for all of you to see and enjoy. And it wasn't good. Let's move on to the offensive coordinator, Scott Turner, and his conference call. Of course, everyone loved the fact that he mentioned that he's been a big fan coming out of Ohio State, big fan of Dwayne Haskins. And so all of that is positive. One thing that I liked about it, when asked about having hard feelings when his dad got fired, and, Coach Turner saying, it's business. It's no hard feelings. I tell people all the time, and he was expressing his excitement on being home. He has a lot of friends here. He grew up here. The thing of it is, I will always say, and I truly believe in my heart of hearts, that 50% of it is just being happy where you are. Like, just be happy where you are. I mean, you might as well just say, guess what? At least I'm happy where I'm at. And a lot of people, they're not happy where they are. At least if he's happy where he is, we're going to get some effort. I think we're going to get a lot of effort, though, especially coming out the gate. But I was delighted to hear that. That was good. And I'm saying what's up to my BFFA, and I see Tina Moore's on here on the line. I gotta say this before we go. We got a couple more minutes on how the tight ends fit into his offense. What tight ends? Listen, we need some tight ends. I'm still trying to do my research and educate myself, you all, on what's available out there from a tight end perspective. We know that there's some tight ends coming available from a free agency perspective, but that is definitely a position of lack because we can't depend on Jordan. So that is just what that is, you guys. Vernon got injured with the concussion and he didn't come back. I mean, Jeremy Sprinkle could do some things. But we need a tight end. We need a tight end for sure. we need one, on what his ideal quarterback situation would be, what his quarterback room would look like. Number one and number two, you want the best guys that are going to be available on game day to go win games for you. I'm gonna back up and say, he said a lot about this. And he says, I don't think you necessarily need a veteran. It is nice to have that experience in the room, but if there's a younger player that is better, you have to go with that option. Here's one thing that is abundantly clear to me. They are not going to give a direct answer regarding who the quarterback is going to be next year. I think, of course, the assumption lends itself, as it should, that it will be Dwayne. But we are still very unclear of Alex Smith's health. And we know Colt is gone.
He need to be.
You know, and you heard that commentary in the background that he, you know, that he needs to be. And it all positions are being evaluated. And if you would like to go over there and try out, please do. I mean, all positions are being evaluated. I with Eric, we need 2 tight ends. We need tight ends. There's no tight ends. Where are the tight ends? That's the part. And I'll be honest and transparent. That's just an area where I need some more education myself on the tight ends available in the draft. Where are the dynamite tight ends? We need them. We need to know so we can see what's out there. You guys, whew, there's so much more I can say about the press conference, about both of them. But right now, the energy is there. The energy is there from the coaching staff. I feel it. I think, and I hope you all feel it as well. As Tina just said, earn your spot. That's all it is. Nothing is going to be given to you. Earn it. Earn it. Show the leadership. Do what you're supposed to do. Be the first person in the meeting room, the last person to leave. All of those things matter, and they're watching. And of course, I feel confident that these folks are going to develop these players, but the players have to meet them halfway as well, right? And so I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to what's to come. And so every week, if I come on here every week and I sound, because I'm being excited but objective, it's better than what we've heard in a very, very long time. Very long time. And to Joy's point of praying for the Wizards, I will close out with this regarding the Wizards. The Wizards are in a rebuild season. We knew that coming in. You know, we get excited a little bit here and there when they win a game or two, but the reality is this is a rebuild year. Let's see what pieces we were able to pick up for the low, and let's just go from there. And pray and hope nobody else gets hurt, because they've definitely been dealing with a lot of injuries this season, and you know that always hurts. Injuries never help, but you know, yeah, they still playing, Tina. They played last night, and I'm trying to figure out why Thomas Satoransky looked so good last night. Why did he always look good against the Wizards? Probably because he knows them, so it's easy, I guess. But you know. But keep hope alive for the Wizards, though. Keep hope alive for them. And they're trying, and they're building a unit, and they're building camaraderie, but it's practically a whole new team, and it's a rebuild season. Completely rebuild season. They have some assets. It's not like they don't have any assets. They got a couple. And so we'll just see what happens. We'll see what happens, y'all. And that is a wrap for this week. Listen, you guys, don't we have so much fun? I didn't cut up too bad today. I kept it pretty cool. My mom is watching. So my mother is watching. So, but at any rate, you guys, listen. Thank you so much for tuning in. And don't forget to make sure you are sharing the show with all your DC, Maryland, Virginia sports loving family and friends. Make sure you are also following, if you're watching the show, then you're following CWall Sports and Entertainment on Facebook. But also make sure you are following on Twitter. That is at CWall SE. And on Instagram, that's at CWall Sports. You guys, we will see you next Thursday. Talk to you next week.
You're not on the field or ice. You are on the couch. From BG to DC. This is Coaching from the Couch with your host, CWall. Delivering coverage for all DC sports teams from a hometown perspective. Nats, Skins, Mystics, DC United, Washington Wizards, Caps, Bowie State.
My name's CWall, I'm a PG girl. Down for my skins, I don't know if you heard. If you like watching sports, then I am your girl. Sit down on the couch if you not on the field. Cold on the ice, pick any sport that you want. Know that I cover it tight. What would you like? From baseball to football and more. The list can go on the whole night. Big shouts out to my HBCU fam. Never forget who I am through the wins and the losses, the highs and the lows. We gotta stay strong, so I stay 10 toes. Make the competition back. The way I kick it, make 'em mad, man. CWall and we live and direct. Sit back on the couch and relax. Come on.